Wow, that's Lady. That means Ree's here. What a nice surprise. And, whoa. Obviously she's not inside the trailer. What is this? Hang on.
You get inside your trailer.
I thought you had a key.
I left it at home.
Oh, okay. Oh, what gives here? What's this?
Well, I told you that I would give you a new roof for Pearl for Christmas. And before I can give you the membrane to go on the roof, you have to have the wood to build the structural support.
You bought this wood for me?
Happy Yule.
Happy Yule to you. I mean, I got a couple of gifts for you, but no, it's not. How much is here? Jeez.
You have, I think there's 10 footers and 28 footers.
Wow. How did you get this here?
Magic.
Magic, huh?
Magic. Happy Yule.
Happy Yule. Happy Yule. Let's, wow, what a surprise. First of all, you're here, and it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you. You look good.
You're looking great. You're looking fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All those miles up and down ladders is doing me good.
Building the muscles up now. Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Right, so turn your camera off.
Well, hey, yeah, I've got some coffee. Let's go inside.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
All right. Welcome back, my nomies, here on the MT and Me. Since it is the holiday season, a special day today. We get to share a cup of coffee with Ree. Welcome. It's been a good year of progress on Pearl, you know.
Yeah, you've made a lot of progress.
Gotten a lot further along, and thanks to your gift today, I'm going to get a lot more done here in the very near future. Thank you again for that. I'm still speechless from walking up and finding you sitting on a pile of wood in my yard. Did not see that coming.
Good.
Did not see that coming at all, and I'm still puzzled about how you got it. But I'm not going to ask any questions.
There are wonderful little gnomes that work at True Value, and we do love them.
We heart gnomes.
We do heart gnomes.
So, these people have been watching videos all this time. They know about my year. What about your year?
Oh, I'm just doing my thing. I bought me a old 20-foot Ozark camper, and I'm living about 200 yards away from where I work.
That's nice, considering you were a lot farther from where you were.
Yes, I was, but...
It was time for a change. And you've also had a change in work, even more recent than that.
Oh, yeah. I went from overnights, which I miss all my overnighters. They're awesome, wonderful human beings, and and rocks.
You know who you are.
You know who you are,
yeah.
Yes. But I went from overnight to days, and I get to work with another group of wonderful people, and you know who you are, too.
That's fantastic.
And, Lee, it still don't smell like bacon around here. I made bacon wrap dates. Enough said.
Enough said.
There's a fellow at work who, every time he sees me, goes, "Can you smell that?" No, I don't smell anything. He says, "I ought to smell like bacon around here."
I don't smell it either. That's the problem, right? I think she got some fans.
No, the bacon wrap dates have fans.
Yeah. Definitely.
If you've never had them, look it up, make them. You will.
Easy to make,
yes.
and I guarantee it'll become your favorite. I mean, it's.
Yes.
People go dates. It looks like a bug.
I don't like dates. I don't like dates. Make me more of those.
Wrap them in bacon. Bacon's sign that God loves us.
Yes. Yes. Bacon and coffee prove God loves us.
Indeed.
Amen.
Indeed.
So anyway,
and so yeah, and you actually, I have to mention that for the past couple of weeks or so like that, you've actually like been working your job 8 to 5, and it's like the first time in your life.
Well, since I was in my early 20s.
Yeah, first time in a long time that you worked.
Since I was a secretary.
That you've worked an 8 to 5 job,
Technically, I was an assistant, but
well, so anyway.
Not an assistant secretary. I was a personal assistant.
Yeah, but long time ago.
Long
time ago. So
God rest you, Larry. I miss you.
So
go ahead, sorry.
So you're getting settled in the camper, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
It's a real cute little thing too, and I do mean little. It's technically about the size of Pearl, really.
Well, it's 20 foot. Pearl's 20 foot.
Yeah, they're pretty much the inside usable dimensions. They're pretty much about the same. So.
You have a lot more floor space.
Right now, yes, because there's nothing in there. But that'll be. But I may look at your layout and think about some things for some designs for Pearl. But
I love how you talk like you've actually seen it in person.
Exactly. All I've seen are pictures. Yeah, that's it. And I watched a couple of sales videos. So I've seen professional videos of the inside, which I guess is just like yours, pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, so one of these days maybe I'll get to actually see it in person. But in the meantime, you're making it yours. So
I'm working on it.
That's the big thing right there. Yeah. So awesome.
While I'm here, I'm going to pick up some old art projects and take back with me to work on.
That'll be great.
So I have something to do in my free time because I now have free time. What do I do?
You don't have to sleep in the evenings and get ready to get up and stay up all night.
Yeah.
So, but
well, even just not driving back and forth between Fordyce and work. That's 35-mile one-way trip.
So so you
ate up a lot of time in my day.
Mm-hmm. So what are? I'm trying to think of how to word this. I hate the word resolutions. I don't like New Year's resolutions.
Oh, I'm not doing any kind of resolutions.
And I know you don't like them either. But I do want to ask you. I mean, you are definitely you've always got a plan or two. Or 3 or 4. Trust me, I've known this woman 40 years almost, and she's got a plan. So what do you see maybe in the immediate future, the coming year? So are your immediate plans?
I don't have anything that I'm necessarily working towards, other than I would like to eventually be more active in the SCA, which, as your viewers know, we've gone down to Louisiana to a fighter practice. That was 2 years ago now.
Wow.
And but I'm wanting to get. No, it has nothing to do with being old. I'm wanting to get back into the SCA and play with them some more and be Fatima. And that's that. And I've got some modifications I want to make to the camper because right now the floor plan's kind of confined, and I want to open it up a little bit.
Didn't you say it's like three steps?
Two
steps.
2 steps.
1, 2, and you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
1, 2, and you're back at the bed.
At the front door.
The front door, the front door.
You passed the bed on the way.
Yeah, right, the bed's back there. Well, there's a big bed that she's not using and is going to modify and everything. So it gets some more rooms. So I think I know my immediate future. It's going to involve some wood. But I'm ready for that, and I mean, we've been doing, there's still some more work on the engine. I think I can find a happy medium between those two and work on the front end and on the roof at the same time. And that real heavy vinyl tarp that I put on top is great because it's keeping it dry inside. It's keeping Pearl bone dry inside.
Yeah, I didn't look in her
so
whenever because
that's
I
smart.
just got here when you got here. So
She's as much of a mess as she's always been on the inside.
And like I originally told you, I was going to buy a new membrane to do the roof with.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't put the new membrane up until you have some support in there to hold it.
Well, and I don't need that kit until I'm ready to use it. So
when the time comes, I am more than happy to provide that for you because after all, Pearl is technically still in both our names.
That's right. She belongs to both of us, and
should anything, God forbid, anything ever happen to you, she's mine.
She's yours, yeah.
And until then, she's yours, and
so.
I'm quite happy to help you get her to a point where you can
Well,
live in
right.
her.
And you're still executive producer of the MT&E.
Yeah, I need to get caught up on the website, but I need internet for that.
Yeah.
So
Well, it all comes back to internet.
it all comes back to internet.
Man,
Yes.
okay.
The world thrives on internet.
Well, listen, since you bought me such a wonderful gift, that stack of wood and everything, and that's for me and Pearl. Of course, I've got some gifts I'm going to send home with you for Christmas here, but there's something, let me reach right over here and get it.
Yeah, I brought you a stocking for Christmas morning.
Yes, you did.
It's important.
This you will see is read the tag.
It says to Ree from Pearl.
It's from Pearl. So, yeah.
So you said
Pearl.
you want me to open this now?
Yes. I would like you to open this today. I used a wire tie.
I see that. Looks like a used wire tie at that.
Is there such a thing as a new wire tie?
Well, I have to give you credit for ingenuity and recycling.
That's right. So, yeah.
We do like recycling.
Yeah.
I got a gnome.
And it's a she gnome. Do you know how hard it is?
I got a gnomette.
Do you know how hard it is to find gnomettes? I saw her and I thought, oh, that's just...
Did you get her back in February?
No. She's clearance.
Perfect.
I'll be perfectly honest. She's clearance, okay?
Well, we do love good clearance items, don't we?
That's right. And we love gnomes. So I had to get you a gnome. I mean, we've got our whole set of gnomes, and you didn't have a gnome, so. And this is Pearl's best wishes for you on this, so.
All I need now is the dog.
Yeah. A woman cannot survive on wine alone. She also needs a camper and a dog.
All I need now is the dog.
All you need is the dog. But I
have a gnome, so who needs a dog when you have a gnome?
But I thought the camper, that looks kind of like, what'd you name?
I haven't.
You haven't officially named her yet?
I have not officially named her yet.
Right.
I was waiting for the launch of the YouTube channel and let my gnomes help me name her.
So, some of you gnomes watching here are also her gnomes. So, start thinking. Yeah. Start planning. So, anyway.
So, look, if we're related by blood, you owe me.
So anyway,
really,
Merry Christmas from Pearl.
Well, thank you. I will wear that to work. I will.
Pearl just thought that was the absolute perfect shirt for you.
Did.
You just bought a camper, and so anyway. And I got my stack of wood with a pretty red bow on it. I'm happy. Oh, I'm happy.
Well, I am going to request now that we turn off the cameras and relax and visit for a few minutes. Before I go raid your shed.
Your shed, too. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Yule.
Happy Yule.
And happy Yule to you, too.
Happy Yule, gnomes.
And so, we visited a while, and then we went out and raided the shed. And then Ree had to get back home because she had to work the next day. So did I, for that matter. And life goes on. And here we are now through the holidays and getting ready to kick off a brand new year here on DMT and me. And as I sit here in Pearl and I'm looking at all this beautiful wood that Ree so generously and thoughtfully bought for Pearl and me. What a wonderful gift. Thank you again. Thank you very much. This new year is going to see some revolutionary work on Pearl's roof. Both fingers crossed on that one. So anyway, thanks again for the gift. We really, really do appreciate it. And as we wind things down, I want to share a few statistics with you here that YouTube so generously provides at the end of every year on this channel. First of all, as of December 12th, which is when they sent me this information, we had 49 episodes uploaded. This one right here is number 52. So haven't missed a week. One every Sunday of the year. And we're going to keep that up in 2024 too. So I'm proud of that. A video a week. Not to mention the fact that this is episode, 158, I think. I'd have to look and be sure. Somewhere, we're getting close to 160 episodes though. And still going strong. This year on YouTube, the MT and Me channel had 6,193 views. And I have to thank you for those. Thank you so much. 276 likes. Come on, you can do better than that. I appreciate them, but I need more. There were 52 comments, and man, I love getting your comments. Please keep those coming, and let's get that number up too, okay? 76 shares. In other words, 76 times the videos were shared. And that also helps YouTube statistics. So anytime you want to share it, please feel free to do so. I'm more than happy. My most viewed video was back in June 25th is when it uploaded, and that was episode 132, Checking for Leaks, A Storm to Remember. And if you remember that video, you may recall we had a strong rain and windstorm come through this area. And I mean, it blew down trees, it caused all kinds of damage. It looked like a tornado had come through here. But it was all just straight line winds, as it turned out. Straight line winds of up to 80 miles an hour, and that's getting in hurricane category in South Arkansas. Anyway, didn't have any major damage here, none to Pearl. It did blow a tarp off the top of my home that I had to put back on. But other than that, really no problems, So, but anyway, 355 views on that episode. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. That's the top viewed episode of the entire year. And it really had nothing to do with Pearl, except that we did come inside and found exactly where the roof was leaking, because that heavy rainfall really, really showed it off. And so that way we found our trouble spots. So there was a little bit of Pearl in there, but mostly it was the wind damage and recovering from it. So anyway, and I should mention that over the year we picked up 30 new subscribers. 30 of you subscribed this year. We have a total of 172. That number is crawling up, and we want to keep it coming. So any of you watching right now, if you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. There's a link below to take care of that here on YouTube. Just one click. And you can raise that number to, 172, so you can be number 173. Go for it. Let me review what we have done this year. I sat down and I reviewed the videos myself, starting last January. We posted a video on January 1st of 2023. I mean, it went up that day because Sunday was New Year's Day, and so my video went up, and that one was Ree's visit from last Christmas. That was what that video was about. So the following week, which would have been, January the 8th, I guess, the next Sunday, we got back on Pearl and went to work, and it amazed me when I really sat here and wrote down a whole page of what we've accomplished this year. Now, this is not necessarily in order, all right, because I bounce around a little bit. But if you watch this video much, you know I don't necessarily do things in order on Pearl. We work a little here, we work a little there, we work a little up there, and then we go off and cover a festival, and then we come back and start something completely new. But everything eventually gets done. In the course of this year, we put in new spark plug wires and coil. That was back in January, one of the first things we did. We put in a new battery tray. My niece, Geneva, ace welder, and her husband, Adam, I bought the tray and they installed it for me. It had to be welded in place. And we also got a battery. That was much later in the year, but we did get Pearl a battery too, and got her powered up a little bit anyway. We put in new valve cover gaskets, repaired some wiring in the dashboard. I remembered that whenever I initially took the dash out, I'd pull some little pins off of a PC board where a plug attached. Had to fix all that and get it to plug back in, and I think it all seems to work. We've had power to it now, and I haven't had any smoke and flames, so that's a good sign. I'm not sure if everything works on it, but there's no smoke and no sparks, which is always a good thing. We replaced the voltage regulator, which had obviously had some smoke and sparks because the one on her was totally melted down, so we got a brand new one of those. Let's see, we reinstalled the starter. I'd taken it off last year to check it out and be sure it worked. It does, it works fine, so it's back in place now. We broke the dipstick tube. This probably turned out to be the most dramatic event of the entire year working on this recreational vehicle. I was going to change the oil on Pearl. I went to pull the dipstick out just to see what was in there, and the whole bloomin' tube came with the dipstick. It broke off right where it fits into the engine block, which of course is in a very front corner of the motor, behind everything and very inaccessible. Okay, it took most of the summer and into the early fall to find the right dipstick tube that would fit. But even before that, the tough part was getting the small piece of tube that broke off in the block out of there. We tried everything. I mean everything. And finally, just a couple of months ago, I got in there one more time with just the right size drill bit and turned it and backed it out. Got the dipstick tube in, got the dipstick tube replaced, got the oil changed, fresh oil, new filter, everything's good to go. But seriously, that's the most drama of the entire year. And I think the most number of videos of a single subject would have to be on the blooming dipstick tube. Go figure. All right. In addition to that, we got all that fixed. We also took the alternator off, cleaned it up, and replaced it. I think it's good to go. Don't know if it works yet or not for sure, but we'll find out. We got new headlights. Both headlights were burned out. Well, one of them was burned out. The other one burned out first time I tried to turn it on with the battery. It lasted about 30 seconds, and that was that. So we bought new headlights. We're still working on the horn. The horn works. I wasn't sure if it worked, but it does. I just can't get it to honk with the button in here. Now, that's a very simple circuit, so it's something very minor and simple that's wrong, and we'll find that when time comes. It's not at the top of the priority list right now. We designed the wood truffles? We designed the wood truffle. I'm talking like the Swedish chef here. The trusses. We designed wood trusses to go across Pearl's roof to push it up and reinforce it. That's what these 2x4s are in part for, that Ree so generously gave us for Christmas. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got them designed. I know the dimensions. I know how to cut them. And it's just a matter of getting them ready and getting them installed. So that's going to be one of the early projects of 2024. We install these wire roof supports. I've still got a few more that I need to do before we put those trusses up. And that will also help support the aluminum roof, which really has no support between the roof beams that are already here. I'm hoping those trusses will help that some too. What else? We got a new tarp. New tarp on top of Pearl's, keeping her dry on the inside, finally. A year and a half of really trying to fight these leaks in here, and I just got the right tarp, the right size, the right weight to shed the water and keep Pearl dry inside. So that's good. We replaced the fuel pump, not with a new pump. I just got the fuel pump back on it, put a new gasket in there, and got it back in place. There again, I had taken that off as part of the trying to work on that dipstick tube. Fuel pump was in the way. It had to come off. We have new fan belts. We have two out of three in place. And the third one, we really have to wait until that'll be the last minute touch. We need to get the fan back on and the fan pulley and everything. So 2 out of 3. But they're there and they're ready to go. So that gets the front of the engine pretty well ready for to reinstall the radiator here in the coming year and get the cooling system hooked back up and everything else so that we can reach the point of hitting that starter and see if she's going to purr, okay? So we did all that on Pearl. We've got videos that cover all that work this year. It's been a good year. It's been a productive year. Sometimes, I have to admit, I sit back and I think, this is slow progress. I'm spinning my wheels, literally and figuratively, and I'm not getting anywhere with this. And then I stop and I take inventory of everything that I have done. And like this list, it really surprises me. It's like, I've actually done a lot. There's plenty more to do, don't get me wrong. We're not going to be pulling out of the driveway anytime soon here. But we're certainly a heck of a lot closer to doing it than we were that day a couple of years ago when we had to drag her off the trailer that brought her here from Nebraska. Pearl is my pet project. She's my baby, and I'm going to make her work. And we're getting ready to start another year. I want to thank you for your support. You're watching these videos. You're commenting. You're helping me. People are sending me stuff. Rebought me wood. It's just, all of you mean so much to me. And it's your support, my nomies, that keep me coming out here every day to do a little bit on Pearl. Maybe it's just a little bit at a time, but we get it done. And you're the ones I turn to when I have a problem, and you always come through for me in some form or fashion. You always do. And I really do appreciate it. So as we get ready to step into yet another year together, I once again wish you prosperity. I wish you good health, and just be kind to one another. I think if we're just nice to each other, the world has got to become a better place. And so I hope that you can do your part to help with that. I hope I can too. All right. And above all, in the coming year, I wish that you will keep watching DMT and me. Till next time, next year, I'm Russ. I love you, my nomies. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. And we will talk later.